What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be installing the Eventuri version 3 carbon fiber inlet on the 2024 Integra Type S, and we're going to be installing the Dream Automotive Hardlagged Heatshield on the car as well. So the first thing we're going to be doing in the video is we're going to be taking where the wiring harness is that we removed the two 10mm black bolts from. We're going to be removing that wiring harness so we could use the wire loom that was provided by Eventuri. So let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, so we got to take out the wire harness out of this bracket. So I'm taking this pick tool and I'm sticking it through the back. And the tab, I'm lifting it up over it. Wait, hold up. There you go. There we go. So we got to open this whole thing up. And I have to move some of this stuff back. Guys, so this is the whole contraption from the top. As you can see, all of those have to be picked out. The bottom, the back, the front, this piece that opens up, or this closes together. It's like a little door. So all of that has to be pulled out or clipped out. That on each side, that, and then these last ones on the back, and then there's some tape on the end of this piece one right here, and then you cut that tape and then you pull the whole thing out, and then that's everything. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, oh man. Alright, so we're gonna unbox the Eventuri stuff right here. This is what we're gonna do. Cool, so we're gonna open that and see what's all the stuff that it comes with. So it comes with that piece. That's the wire loom that we have to do for that wire that we took out. And what's this? I have to open up this piece as well. Okay. And this is the piece as well. Yep. And then he's gonna take out the inlet. Wow, look at that. That thing is massive. This is way bigger than the one I have on my Type R. Or my FK8. Jeez, that looks sick. There's a little V on the front. Yep. You might have to just, okay, cool. Because you guys have to think, when the inlet is there, you want that wire loom and all that stuff protected. So that's why you're putting that on there. Alright guys, so a lot has happened recently with this Dream Automotive Hardlagged Heatshield. So I was informed by some people, because it's really not many people have this installed. I've only known one person in my area that has it installed, and he told me exactly what to do. And I see there's only like a spoon build that has this heat shield on there, but my guess is he had a whole brand new spoon MHI version 2 turbo, so he put that on there, and then somebody else. But I was informed that you have to basically you have to beat it on. And let me pull out my text messages. I was informed that you have to, it goes underneath that blue metal piece, the rod right there, and should just bolt on to the stock location. May need some playing around, bend, and push in some areas. So that's what we did. So we kind of like turned the whole thing the same way that it is. We got this piece up, and then we basically just bent this whole thing back, and then just kept pushing it on, and then using a flat hammer and like digging at it to try to get it on. So it was a pain in the butt. But the thing is, you're not gonna see it. You're probably just gonna see this amount, because that inlet is gonna be up there, and it's a massive inlet. So it's gonna look something like this on the car, but it was a pain. So you do have to bend it. Even the bottom piece is on too. I know you guys could probably see that a little bit. The bottom piece was kind of easy. You just fish it underneath there, and then you just how did you get the rest of it on? Because I got most of it on. How did you get it over that little piece down at the bottom?
Oh man, when you push it on, you have to put your hand in here and try to pull up on it so it could go back.
Oh, you pulled up on it, and then that piece,
it goes back up in the place.
And it goes.
Have the cutout underneath it. They has to.
So that metal flap that was up like this, you kind of just pushed it up and it went over it. Okay. So you do the bottom piece first, and then you do the top piece. Yeah, it was a pain in the butt, but it's on the car. It was a pain in the butt, but it's on the car. But when the inlet goes on top of it, you're not gonna see. You're probably just gonna see up from the. So when the inlet goes back on the car, you're probably just gonna see this top of the part, like right here, and the inlet's gonna take up majority of the space. So now, as we told you guys how to install this, and then use the existing OEM heat shield bolts, this one and then that one down there, it goes back in right there. So this one is in there, as you guys can see. That one's up top there. Now it's time to install the last piece, the Eventuri inlet. So, and then I got to put a base map on there too. We have all of the stuff here. We have the stock inlet, which we need that gasket for. We got our Honda. We're going to be using that here because we're about to finish up everything, and I'm gonna show you guys how to put the base map on. But now we're opening up the Eventuri inlet, the new V3 with the bigger inlet, which that thing looks freaking insane. I'm telling you, when you look at this thing, my Eventuri inlet on my Type R looks like this little edge of the size right here, and then it just goes small to a massive piping. That's crazy. So now we got some stickers by Eventuri, and then it's a little bit different because when you look at the top, it has that V on there now. That's on there already, and you have this piece that you're gonna have to use. You have the coupler that you're gonna be putting on here, and then you have these bolts that you're gonna be using in a zip tie. All right guys, so we have the new piece by Eventuri. It is, get some a little bit of water. So when you look at this coupler, it needs to go on with the flat side. As you guys can see, it's completely flat. The taper side with the little hump, the intake tube goes on. So we're gonna put it on like this, because when you look at it on the car, it's actually going to be, yes. So then what you want to do is put this flat and then put the Eventuri logo in the middle of this, because it's going to turn a little bit. So you want to line it up with that. With what? We're lining it up with what? So Eventuri is going to be standing up like this, the back of it, and then you're going to slide it on right there. Just make sure it's straight. But that's it. Isn't that straight? Does that look straight right there? I guess so, yep. So that's what we're going on right there. Yep. So you make sure the bolts are on. Okay, come on. Okay, where we at there? We're straight right there, right? Yep. Okay. And then the taper side that has this little hump right there, has like a little hump. That's for the carbon tube. All right, so now we could put this on the car with the T40 start bit. All right, so the first thing my dad's gonna do is use a 7mm to take these clamps on that Eventuri left on there. What you guys want to do is, when you're looking, you want to come up, I guess when you're looking at the car like this, it's gonna be like this. So you want the Eventuri, so like where you're looking at the car now, the turbo's gonna be right there. What do you want to do? We're gonna have to go get make sure this back here is clean, and then we're gonna get the gasket off of that one. So, plastic black gasket. It just comes right off. And then I'm gonna try to keep the same thing. So you want to try to bend this. You want to put it on, and then, but you don't want it to be loose. So you kind of want to take it back off, and you want to bend these tabs in, so it doesn't fall off or nothing. Yep. And make sure that it's flat all around.
We gotta turn it right way.
There's only one way. It's only one way. Yep, it's only one way. So as you guys can see, it looks like that. On each side, just make sure that it's completely flat. Then we're gonna get the bolts that Eventuri supplied in the bag, right there. Just opening up this bag, and we're gonna use that T45 bolt. And as you can see, when the bolts go in, there's a little smooth part. I don't know if he's picking up that on camera, but when that bolt comes in, you see there's a smooth edge. Yep. So then you want to go ahead and put it in there. So the T45s, you're going to put them in now. Slide it in like that. Slide the other one like that. And you're going to get your T45, and then you're going to put it next to the turbine, and then we're going to install it right now. Have the coupler, the piece supplied by Eventuri, the gasket, and now we're going to put that coupler has to be back here behind the lettering. All right. Alright guys, so this is the new Eventuri inlet. As you guys can see, it's like 3" here at this little curved end, and then it goes massive 3.5". So now we got to make sure this goes into the coupler. It has this little lip right here, and then you want to tighten the clamp behind it somewhere around here in the coupler. So, and then you want to make sure the cores, the airline, and the, what is it, a braid? What is the kind of braided line? What is it?
What?
The thing that you...
The source?
Yeah. What
vacuum line.
Not the vacuum line. The other one you did.
This one, the braided?
Yes. This needs to be inside of here. After we put it in, the line needs to run through here, the front of it.
What about this one?
That one too. Both of them, those run together.
So they gotta be up in here like that. So you gotta go.
They run in front of it.
Okay. So you gotta bring that in, and so you gotta bring that in like that then.
Yes.
We're gonna just put it in now, right? Push it in. You can see, pushing it in.
Because they made it tight so it doesn't come out.
Yeah, rock it. There it is. Okay.
Cool. Now we're gonna put the whole thing back in.
Now you could do it like that, and then you could bring this around and push it in for your wires then. Okay.
All right. And where's the two wires?
Right here.
It needs to be like up here.
Yeah, allow
Where's the zip tie?
So the zip tie is right there.
Okay, do you want to do that? Do you want to do that now? Do you need me to hold this while you use two hands? Wrap it around it.
Okay, pushing it right.
Okay. Okay, it's clipping in.
Okay, you want to put it on and then we pull it through?
I guess so.
And then you could probably put your hand back in and pull it. I don't know if you're going to be able to get your hand back there to pull it.
You should.
You sure now?
Yeah. All right. Just got to make sure it goes into the coupler now. So rock it left and right. Left and right. All the way in.
Bring it in some. Okay, done. Now bringing it in.
So alright guys, as you can see, we did the second clamp, and it has like a bulge in the middle, like it's kind of like tighten it down so you see that bulge in the middle. And we got the zip tie back there like that. We're not gonna clip ours because you really don't have no access to it, so we're just gonna leave our zip tie. We're not gonna do it too tight. And yeah, it's not moving, everything looks secure and everything. So now we're gonna put those 10s in the front for the coolant line right there back in. Alright guys, so in the Eventuri bag you do still have an extra 2 10s, but they're actually smaller than OEM that goes inside of there. So I guess Eventuri has a specific size bulb for that to go in. Cool. Then we just gotta snug these up. You use the provided bolts from Eventuri for that piece right there. So now we're gonna snug those up. All right. Snug up these last 2 10s. For the bigger inlet, like the Puro titanium inlet, you're gonna need a bigger coupler. So this is a stock one that we had on there for the stock inlet, and then this is the new one, so it should look like this. Yep. So the difference is this one's a lot more deeper inside.
Deeper? Yeah, so this goes a little deeper inside.
Deeper inside of it
than this one.
Yep. So we have to take this off, put it on this one like that, and then we have to slide this new one on there. So yeah, slide that on first. All the way up past the weight. Okay. So make sure you guys got your clamp. Good. Yeah, we almost forgot it was on right there. Why does that top piece not look all the way in? It's not all the way in.
You have a line right
oh, okay, I see that line. That line back there.
That's where you stop at. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where you're supposed to stop.
And then we want the clamp back. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There's the other one.
Other clamp is up here, and then you have that piece.
This has to be on here.
Yeah, that has to be back on. So now this is the pain in the butt part right here.
To get all of this stuff.
Yeah. Because you kind of like get one side in, and then you kind of have to like, yep, you kind of have to like get one side in. Like that. Up against it. All the way. And then you kind of like push down and up. And then it like opens it up like a cup.
What you looking at, Spider?
Yep. And then it kind of like, there we go. It's sealing up too. When we look at it from back there, I guess so. Yes, so. All right. Oops.
I'll bring it up this way.
Which way? Bring it up. It's good.
Alright, so right there, it really needs to be done.
So that's the end of it. Probably got to clean up in here from working on this thing. But the Dream Automotive Hardlagged catalyst downpipe is on there. The RV6 ceramic coated silver is on the card too as well. And then we did the Dream Automotive Hardlagged Heatshield, which was a pain in the butt getting that on there, and that Eventuri inlet. So we did like what, 4 mods? Downpipe, front pipe, heat shield, and inlet. Yeah, 4 mods. But this is the end look. We finished tightening up our clamps where they need to be, as you guys can see on each side where we want to put it. Put this one back on there. Everything's already connected with the Puro intake, and that's it, guys. That's the end of it. And you guys can see the downpipe down there Then we do still have the Puro intercooler. So basically, and we have charge pipes back there. So we're basically full bolt on now. We do have our tune date already scheduled. So the car's going to be getting tuned here very shortly. So definitely, that's how down here it looks with the O2 sensors. We plugged all that stuff back up. Got the secondary down there, all plugged in. So